How y'all doing? Alright, I know it's gonna be probably kind of bright in my area. I was watching, all y'all might know him, kotaboy32 Tactical. He's talking about carrying one in a chamber, if y'all know what that means. Got some on my phone. Piece of dust or something. It's bothering me. Like ADD or whatever. Something bothers me. It's like, gotta get it. But anyways, yeah, if y'all not comfortable carrying with one in the chamber, I guess a lot of people might tell you don't carry at all. But I carry all the time with one in the chamber. Every time. Knowing that I carry appendix that's right here, appendix, it could blow whatever my stuff off. But I trust my firearm that much to know that that trigger is the safety. Now, just got a text, sorry. It's my buddy. It's not going to go off. If y'all are worried about it going off, look, I've got, let me show you something. Ouch. I've got this Kydex holster, okay? It goes, well, if I can do this here. Okay, just like it. Right there. Now, got one firearm that fits that holster. And I have to check it before I make it safe. This is it. Clips dropped, and don't look like there's one in the chamber, but I got to make sure. So, I can't rotate my camera. So, I'm gonna check it myself and tell y'all it's safe. So, give me a sec. I might be able to show you here. Yep, nothing there. So, that's cocked it. So I am sure enough to do this on video and show you it's safe. Okay? At the floor. Click. Nothing. Okay. So. Well, here. Let me do this. Because I got to make it fires. Make it enabled. So here, hold on. Nothing in there. Okay, it's ready to fire. If there was one in the chamber, it would fire. So, I am holstering it. It's there. Yeah, I know. There ain't nothing in there. So, I'm just trying to show you that jumping around, moving, sitting, yeah, there ain't nothing there. Knowing that I've got this out of it and there ain't nothing in there, yeah, that makes it. It makes it in here safer. About messed my laptop up there. It's up here. That's where it gets at. So you've got to know that if you carry here, you carry in the back, I guess you could say, what, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, however y'all carry, it's not going to go off. guns were made with safety features. More than one. And that's for that reason, because gun manufacturers don't want to be blamed for a what do you call it? An ND, or where it just goes off on its own. What do you call that? When it's not intentional, it's not on purpose. It's I don't even remember the name of it. I don't even use that hardly, so that's probably why I don't remember it. But anyways, yeah, if it's not gonna go off. I'll tell you how it will go off. If, for instance, if you got this firearm and you're pulling it out, and this finger gets here on this trigger, or if anything like a piece of clothing, or anything gets in between this trigger and that Kydex holster, if that trigger is pulled, that gun is going to go off. If you got anything in between that, and you put that holster down on there, and you don't know it, and you move, and it pulls that trigger, it's going to go off. Because that gun does not know that there is a piece of clothing, and it's not a finger. It don't know that. This is a tool. It does not know that there's if it goes off, it thinks there's a finger there. It thinks that trigger is being pulled. So what I'm trying to tell you is it's okay to carry inside the waistband, appendix style, or at your 3 o'clock, or at your 6 o'clock, however you carry, it's fine. With one in the chamber, it's okay. There are mechanisms in this firearm to protect you from a shake, from a drop, from whatever, because our politicians know that if you have something that can be metal, that can spit out of a tube by accident, could harm somebody. They know it, so they want precautions. They want protection. And your gun manufacturers know this, and so they build mechanisms in there. I don't know if you ever field stripped a firearm before, if you know how a firearm works, how a trigger works, how all the mechanisms have to line up in order for that trigger, when it's pulled back, for the firing pin to extend. Everything has to be in working condition, and if it is not, that firing pin will not release. It will not strike. That cartridge, the back end of a center fire cartridge, or even a rim fire, whatever firearm you have, it will not strike it, because everything has to work mechanically to a gun, to a firearm, for that cartridge to ignite. And if all of those procedures are not met, it will not fire the cartridge. It will not. And that will not expel the projectile from that tube. It won't. That's just not the way the fire manufacturers have made their firearms work. And it all has to do with the bills that are being passed and how firearms are made, and then the precautions that are met, and all this, and blah, 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 blah. That makes it even that much more harder for the law-abiding system to own something that's going to protect them and their family against an intruder, a break-in, or somebody that's going to do you harm. But that's what I'm getting at. I carry like this all the time. When I do, usually it's in the summer. In the wintertime, I carry with outside the waistband. But I just ordered me a crossbreed inside the waistband. At your not 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, more like 5. Back here on the right, and it's going to be here in a couple days for my full size XD by Springfield Armory 9mm Mod 2 right here at your 5 o'clock. That's where it's going to be. So that way I don't have to carry on the outside. I'd rather carry inside and not nobody know that I have it than carry it on the outside, and then when my coat lifts up to a certain part and somebody sees it, which that's happened. But they didn't raise no alarm about it. I noticed, they noticed, because I raised up over the counter and seen it. But they didn't say nothing, because they see me all the time. They know I'm a good person. I always pay for my stuff. I'm always kind to them. They know me. They feel a certain part about me to know that I'm not going to do nobody harm. And it takes people, good people, I guess, to feel that what's the word? Not radius. They feel that they feel your spirit. Put it that way. They know what you mean no harm. But you're also there to protect yourself. A lot of women get that. I'm not gonna say all, but a lot of women, they know that. They know that if you carry and you don't try to put it out there, that it's to protect you and possibly them if something were to go down. Which most women, good women, know that most people that carry firearms ain't holding it in their hand, ain't bewildering it. It's in their holster. They have nothing to do with it. They reach for the pocket, pull out their wallet, use their card, put it back. They know that they're a good person because they ain't pointing it. They ain't trying to hold you up hostage. They ain't trying to do any of that. They get that. And if you go in there every day, they know. You meet them all the time. You're good to them. You'd never do any harm. They know. They know. Everybody knows. Even if it's a dude, they're going to know that you're a good person. But all I'm saying is, kotaboy32 Tactical, he's a good guy. A fair man. I don't see any harm in him. He tries to teach us all, law-abiding citizens, good measures, good proper ways to handle a firearm, and everybody should own one to protect their family, protect themselves, but you have to also know when to use them. And you, as a person, have to know that your life is in harm. And also, the law also states, in some areas, not all states, but if you lose bodily fluids, that shows that you were in fear of your life. So all I'm saying is that what I said, if you pee on yourself, you're in great dear fear of your life. And that's some truth. Now, I'm not saying go out and shoot somebody and pee on yourself, for God's sakes. No. But I'm saying, if you ever catch yourself in a scenario and you pee on yourself all over your pants or whatever, don't be ashamed of it. If anything, it's going to help you in your case of in your mind that you were scared, that scared that you lost bodily fluids. Because I mean, what person wouldn't? If you were in that deep of a harm, you're going to lose your fluids. So don't be upset about that if you're ever in that kind of case. But again, kotaboy32 Tactical. View his channel. Great guy. He will teach you everything about firearms, and in a good way. He never does anything in a bad way. He's a great guy. I watch his channel all the time. And I just had to put that out there when he was talking about carrying one in the tube. Because I do it all the time. In fact, here's my other one. Right here. The XD. I carry it on the outside waistband, covered up, one in the tube. So even if it went off, not that it would ever, I'm just saying, hypothetically, if it did, it's not going to go penetrate, it would hit the ground, if anything. But if you're not comfortable carrying with one in the tube, my hair, it's a mess. You shouldn't carry it all. And there's some truth to that, because if you're not comfortable with it, then that tells me that this right here might not be comfortable with this up here. And when you draw, if you draw for this, when you draw, that finger should never interfere with this trigger. It should always be on the firearm and ready. When you're ready to use this, it should be here, because that's the only way it should be there. If you're not, then it should remain here. That's the way it should be. That's all I'm saying. And it won't go off. It won't. So I'm going to leave it at that. God bless y'all. Always carry. Love your family. Protect your family. And know your rights. Love y'all. God bless. Bye.